I know say you don't see plenty ogbono soup recipes, but you see this one na premium. Trust me when I say you don't want to miss it. Sit back, relax, and let's go.
Open your eyes now. The billionaire chef is back in town now. Yeah. There's no denial. Carry your plate, make you come and join now. Quality food, oh, go get recipe. Cause this food is sweet to my body. If you no say, you no sabi, just come.
First on the list is our cow leg. It's okay if you don't have this. Stockfish. This is called Ishiokboroko for my non-Igbos. This is stockfish or Ishiokboroko. This is our beef. I'm using the regular beef. Feel free to use any protein of choice. You can use goat meat. You can use any protein that you want. You are free to use it. This is our obono. It was ground in the market with crayfish and ogili. Okbei, that's that dried ogili. Yes, so that's what you have in here. Omo, shaki. I love to use shaki for my ogbono soup. So yes, this is optional. If you want it, use it. This is a jakika. For my OGs, you already know that this is a must in almost all my soups. Dried catfish. You can also use the smoked Titus or aka smoked mackerel fish. It works perfectly for bono. Red habanero pepper or scotch bonnet. Feel free to use any one. This is a must. Lots of yellow pepper. We call this ose and suka. Okay, this pepper right here is super flavorful. If you're my OG, you already know I'd never miss this for my local soups. Palm oil, please use the fresh one. Okay, this really changes the game for me in Obona soup. I make sure to use very good fresh palm oil. Uziza leaf, I've already washed and cut this. I love to use uziza leaf whenever I'm making Obona soup. Okay, this is bitter leaf. Bitter leaf really adds one beautiful taste in your ogbono soup. So this is optional. Make sure you wash it and remove 95% of the bitterness. If not, you will not be able to eat this thing. Onion, it's already cut and I've already used my food processor, to cut it. So onion is important. Crayfish, you'll be using lots of crayfish, you already know. This right here is my uziza seeds. I love to use it for my local dishes. I love to show salt for those that use salt. It's very okay to use salt. Me, I use this very minimally, okay? I'm not necessarily going to use it, so use if you want or if you use it in your kitchen. It's perfectly fine. And seasoning cubes. This is the beef flavored seasoning cubes, or rather, this is the crayfish flavored seasoning cubes that I'm using right here. So this is everything. Go ahead, take a screenshot, and let's get cooking. Add your beef, add your shaki at this point because you want it to be soft and tender. Go ahead to introduce your onion at this point. If you're my OG, you already know the drill. Introduce your red scotch bonnet at this point. This will definitely not be enough, so I'm still gonna bring more and add it later, not now. Go ahead and add your yellow bonnet or habanero pepper. This one is hotter than the red one. So add this according to your tolerance level. If you do not like too much pepper or heat in your food, please make sure you don't follow my step. Okay. Now you can go ahead to introduce your uziza seeds. I've already ground this. Not too much, but enough to come out in your obono soup. Go ahead to add your seasoning cubes at this point. I'm gonna use everything because I know it won't be enough. I'm gonna use everything. And for the people that are always asking in my comment, because I get this comment a lot. Oh my goodness, I get the comment of salt. So if you want to use it, please go ahead and use. It's okay to. I'm actually adding this to show you that it's okay to add salt. This is personal preference. Okay, seasoning cubes already have salt, so you don't necessarily need this. Give this a good mix to combine all of everything that is going on in here. Yeah, mix, and you guys already know, do not add any liquid at this point. These proteins, this beef has enough liquid in itself to even cook the beef, I tell you. But the secret I'll always say in my videos is cooking on low heat. If you go and increase your heat to the highest point, there's no way the beef will bring out its own liquid. It won't. Okay, it won't. But if you cook on a very low heat, see, I mean very, very low heat, you'll be amazed the amount of liquid that will come out of this protein, out of this beef. It will even reach here. Yes, it will reach here. So please cook on low heats. Cook on low heats. Cook on low heats, guys. I can guarantee you your food tastes better when you cook on low heat. Now cover this and we'll go put it start cooking. Now this is the low heat I'm talking about. This is the normal level in this gas. I'm gonna reduce it. I hope you can see it. I'm gonna bring the focus here. You know, it's almost like it's non-existent. Trust me on this one. It's gonna release all the liquid in your protein. So put this on fire and go prepare the remaining ingredients. This is about I think a few minutes later. I don't know how many minutes exactly. You guys should bear with me. I'm using one hand at this point. A few minutes later, and in fact the water was out, but this meat is very much cooked. Very, very cooked at this point. The water reached this level, but I've been very busy, so I didn't have the opportunity to show you guys the amount of liquid that came out, but it was a lot and enough to cook the liquid. See, this is very cooked, as in tender cooked, not that it's actually very tender, you know. That's why I keep saying, if you want to get the tastiest beef, uh don't add water. I'm gonna go ahead now to add water for cooking. At this point, you want to add your pomo so that it can marry together with the other proteins, and you can top up with any other thing. Top up with any other thing that you might want to add. If you need seasoning cubes, if you need salt, just taste and be sure. This tastes good already. I'm just going to introduce a little bit of crayfish at this point, and stir this, to combine. Cover to cook. Remember that the amount of liquid you're going to be adding at this moment really depends on the quantity of soup you're making. This is how I prep my ogbono. I'm going to add this to a bigger bowl. You guys, I think this ogbono is too much. So add oil to this, enough oil for the soup. So you're literally adding the oil you're going to be using to cook the soup here. Okay, and yeah, set it aside. You're going to mix it thoroughly. So mix this, mix. It's okay if it's lumpy. That's what mixing it doing what I'm going to show you next would help with. This would cut cooking time, trust me. I like to do this method if I don't want to do the frying method.
To get the food light, cause
Just
the flow
cut
will make you
out
go minor. For a long
cooking
time, I
time
don't
by more than
strategize.
half. So when it looks just as so, take it. You take this and let's go. So we're gonna come back here whilst this is boiling. Just drop this. Make sure you're using a plate that is oven safe. Do you get something that is safe? And you can cover it. It's just cover this. So what is going to happen is that it's going to melt. The heat from the pot is going to melt. The ogbono. Do you get, like doing something double? I forgot to add my cow leg, so I'm just going to add it now, so I can soften together with the proteins. I totally forgot that one. You guys, can you imagine? So I'm going to add this back. Cover. You guys, the amount of pepper in this food, the amount of pepper is too much. few minutes later, our ogbono is ready. You guys can see that it's melted. You can see. So yeah, this works for me all the time. It works, trust me. Just add your ogbono to a bowl and you know just mix it. So I'm just gonna bring this out. This is the only part of this job I don't like. Trying to bring out this bowl. You guys, in the process of bringing this thing out, it fell inside. So I'm just gonna pour this. It's so hot, so you gotta be careful with that part. So I'm just gonna pour this in, and I'll be back. So I've put it. I'm just gonna stir this to combine. Let the stock, marry together with the ogbono. Like let's basically loosen up. You know, I think I might have to add a little more palm oil. Yeah, more palm oil because that one is not enough. Add boroko, stockfish. Go ahead, add your smoked fish. If you're using, sorry, your dried fish. If you're using smoked fish, go ahead, add it. I'm gonna add my jakika. At this point, more crayfish, and I'm just gonna give this a good stir. I know people who don't cover their ogbono, but you guys have tried it. Covering ogbono and not covering ogbono. And one thing I can say is that it really depends on the type of ogbono. If you have correct ogbono, trust me, it's still gonna draw. Yeah. So, even though I don't not necessarily, I don't really cover my ogbono. Yeah. So I'm just gonna allow this to cook. But I've tried it before, and you guys it still draw well. So I don't know. But I know that okra, if you want your okra to draw, don't cover it. So I like to do the same for ogbono. I'm not gonna cover it. I'll just allow it to cook, slow cook, till it's done. Friends, you see that poto, but that is happening in this pot. It is very important. That is how you know you're cooking ogbono soup. Okay. Now stir this when it is done. See, by now your kitchen should be smelling so inviting. Like everybody should know you're cooking ogbono soup by now. Okay. Now add your chopped uziza leaf, and you guys already know this onubo, that is bitter leaf. Okay, and give this a very good mix to combine all of the ingredients and flavor that is going on there.
You get down, Uzoms kitchen. Food for your body and your soul. Uzoms kitchen. Wanting more.
This guy soup, mama kuku, ogbono soupe, ogbono soupe. I wanna soupe, I wanna soupe, I wanna soupe. Food done, though. Hey, my friends, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by to watch today's video. I'm certain you learned something new today. Let me know what you think about this recipe in the comment section, okay? And please, if you're yet to subscribe, now tell me why. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button to officially join this cooking family. Like this video, and please be kind enough to share. When you share, you're literally helping us to grow. And linked right now is some of our previous recipes that you've already missed, especially if you are a newbie. I love you, but Jesus loves you most. Bye.
Food for my body and my soul.